Hello and welcome to Let's Play and kind of a guide to my Fire Emblem fan game, The Fall of Thabes. So I tried Let's Playing before, but it's never been that kind of exciting. But I think I'll have a lot to say about this game since, well, I made it. Well, let's look first at the introduction. Long, long ago, when the continent that would become Arcanea was nameless, the world was ruled by dragons. Humans were creatures without consequence, barely distinguishable from beasts of burden, with the exception of the northwestern region of the land. Here, a city in the desert was gifted to humans by Naga, king of the dragons. This city was known as Thabes. Without security or oppression, the ingenuity inherent to humans thrived, giving rise to an advanced civilization of culture, progress, and magic. Eventually, humans from across the continent fled towards Thebes. This caused the dragons to become more forceful in their rule of the human tribes. Mutterings began to spread among the dragons that Thebes was becoming dangerous. Loptir, the king of the earth dragons, tried to rally an invasion of Thebes. But Naga, supported by Duma, the general of our armies, rejected it. Meanwhile in Thebes, the influx of escaped slaves caused a strain on resources. While prosperous, Thebes was built on barren land that cannot support such a population. The king of Thebes erected a parliament to better manage the city, but it was not until the discovery of a new continent that a solution could be found. Naga was intrigued by this continent. At the behest of her advisor Milla, she travelled to this new land to see it herself. While they were gone, Duma's stance on Thebes suddenly shifted. Unbeknownst to the humans of Thebes, he began making preparations for war. Prologue, Harbinger. Archon, I saw some dragons. I'm not going to bother doing any voices. I don't think I'm particularly good at voice acting. Even my neutral voice I don't think sounds that great. But hopefully you enjoy listening to it. Really? I was wondering where the fire dragons were recently. They look more like the pictures I've seen of ice dragons. They were in the distance, in the valley below. A whole bunch of them. Ice dragons? I thought this was fire dragon territory. Why would they be straying so far from their temple? In a group, you say? Yeah, do you think they'll come here? It seems likely, but we better stay out of their way. Oh, I also managed to catch a fox. Speaking is difficult, guys. Ah, thanks, it's so hot in here, you could probably just leave it near a vent and it'll cook itself. Yeah, it really is hot in here, but outside it's so cold. The shore is an inconvenient place you brought us to. How's the research going anyway? It looks promising. As our lab tests suggest, volcanic ash is very effective fertilizer. If this area was at a lower altitude, it would surely be flourishing. I'm confident that if we can synthesize the properties of this ash, then our efforts to combat desertification will rapidly improve. Yeah, but when do we get to leave? I'll have you know this hunting business doesn't suit someone of my status. You were so excited about seeing some dragons just now. Do you really find the volcanic air so disagreeable? I think anyone would. Archon! Don't worry. It's just some humans the fire dragons have domesticated. If they provide any trouble, then I'll scare them off with my magic. We don't fear your magic, Thabian scum. Our god will protect us. Your gods? You mean... Some wayward Thabians. Better they should die now than see what Duma has in store for their people. Bring me their heads. The fire dragon wants us dead? Why? We've done nothing to offend them. You, slaves, tell your master we apologize for any unintended offense. Allow us passage, we shall leave immediately. Our lord's orders were clear, all Thabians must die. All Thabians? Daichan, that bow of yours, I'm afraid you might have to use it to hunt more than foxes. That's okay, I've got my sword too. These savages don't scare me. Maybe not, but that fire dragon does. Leave it to me. My ice magic should be enough to deal with it. Maybe I should have said that dragon scares me. Kind of suggested he was saying what does and doesn't scare Taichan. Okay, so these are our two characters. Taichan is the son of the Prime Minister of Thabes, and Archon is our protagonist. He is a Prince of Thabes. Didn't really establish that in the opening. Taichan said something about status, but it'll come up later. So I'm going to put Archon here, or Taichan here. I'm going to give him his sword, and Archon's going to go here. He won't bother attacking Archon, because Archon's a higher level and stronger. So yeah, the palette's a bit messed up there. Used to have a different palette. It was messed up before, and now it's messed up again in a different way. I'm working on fixing that, but I want to get this video out first. So I'm going to stick Taichan again to bait that guy with a counterattack. He's going to hit him here with his bow. The bow animation looks better. I used to use an archer animation and a mercenary animation, but someone made a animation for Myrmidons like that. But unfortunately it doesn't work with the palette of the default Myrmidon sprite. So I'll have to see if I can change it up. I'm not good on the art side. A lot of people help me make the art assets for this, and I really appreciate it. Maybe I'll start putting stuff up on the screen saying who made what. But there's a readme with the download that details everything. So Taichan will... I regret those names. They're too similar. Especially since I think they both should be a hard C sound. They're both Greek. I think it should be Tychon and Archon, which makes them sound like twins, which they're not. But I've already wrote an entire game with them with these names. And their meanings behind them suit them as far as I could remember. I just took up a bunch of Greek names when I was deciding who was to be called what. Gonna hit him with Fimbulventer here. So as that guy used his throwing axe on Archon before, and Archon did not counter with magic, because you don't counter with magic in this game. It's a very player focused game, player phase focused game. So magic is player phase only. Originally this was because the patch I'm using doesn't allow the use of magic on enemy phase. There is one in development now that will, and it's going to be a lot less glitchy than this one, I hope. But I kind of like magic being player phase only. I've designed the game around that aspect of it, so you can't tank dragons with Archon, who is very good resistance. Magic and resistance are the same stat in this game, like in Thracia. I might as well use a Pulchus on Archon now. Do not be shy with using your healing items, or using any of your items. This game does not have a convoy, so it's very easy to have too many items, basically. I just got an energy drop from that chest, okay? It increases strength by 1 point. And usually in Fire Emblem games it increases them by 2, but they're 1 use. Here it's 3 use and increases by 1. So you can kind of trade them around and increase your entire army in a bit more of a controlled way. Although I'm going to dump all of them on Taichan here if I can, because his strength needs a bit of a boost so he can damage these guys better. Hey Archon, slow down, I don't have a horse. I'm trying to clear a path for you. My magic is far more formidable than yours. I don't want you to get hurt fighting these savages. Come on Archon, if you baby me like that I'll never get stronger. Okay, I'll hold back a bit, but don't get in over your head. Just call if you need me. But don't you dare think of going near that dragon. Leave that one to me. So that was a talk conversation, and for talking you get a level up, a free level up. Oh, and I got strength there. Defense would be nice, so I can tank a few more hits from these enemies, because they're just enough damage, some of them, to take them out in like 2 or 3 hits. Oh, there's another. Oh, no strength or no defense that time. That was a pretty terrible level up. Just HP and skill. Archon, it's the ice dragons. No reason to assume they'll help us. We need to get out of here now. Okay, so I didn't mention it before, but this level is based on a level from Mystery of the Emblem, the 3rd Fire Emblem game, and its remake. In that game, you start down here with Marth, and you make your way up this bridge. And the bridge has some holes in it because it takes place like 3,000 years later. But the bridge is nice and patched up here, though it has these braces, just so there's some topography to it. This level has 2 chests, one here and one down here. If you're having trouble with this level, it should be pretty easy if you ignore the chests, as you just need to get Archon down here to kill this dragon, and he should do it in one hit with Fimbulventer. Dragon has pretty low stats, although it's a lot of boosts from its weapon. These ice dragons will come in a few turns in and they will destroy you. You won't be able to take them down. Archon might be able to take down one of them. Okay, is he in range? He's not in range. But they'll kill either him or Taishan if you hang around too long. They're that strong. So I'm going to kill this, finish the guy off with Taishan. Nicely done. So I have a hunting bow here, and the healing item I call the pole juice. That's just to show that it's a bit of a different culture from standard Fire Emblem games. I changed up some of the names of the items. I'm gonna stick Archon here so he aggroes this guy. And because this is like different, this is a different culture to most Fire Emblem games. It's set in the desert, and it's set a very, very long time ago, where most humans are all tribal and not collected into nations, while Thabes is the only one that is. I tried to make the characters darker skinned because they live in the desert. They're not quite as dark as I'd like, but it's hard to find mugs, and I don't personally make them myself. Some people help me. I still would like them to be a bit darker, but you do what you can. Okay, this guy is gonna have 17 attack with his throwing axe, and Archon has 9 defense, so he'll deal 8 damage. If Archon uses Fimbulventer, I'll have 9 HP left, so I should just be able to take that hit. Should be just strong enough to take that. Move in here, and I'll use the pole juice. Yep, 8 damage. Okay, good. Though Archon's gonna have to heal up now before he can use magic again. So maybe that wasn't the most effective thing. Maybe I should use fire and kill the other guy with Taichan. But though Taichan has full health now. Oh, I just skipped over that conversation. It's just saying these monsters, unknown monsters, have appeared, and that bows will be effective against them. These are terrors, which show up in Sacred Stones and Gaiden, Shadows of Valentia. Duma is the main antagonist of this game, so it felt right putting them in. Of course, this game is based off of... Can I use magic to finish this guy off? 7. 5. No, it looks like I'm just going to have to... Archon's not strong enough. Could risk a crit there, but better not to. I'll just use a pole juice. I'll let Taichan take the hit. So he has a throwing axe, so it didn't really matter. Taichan wouldn't have been able to counter one way or the other. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to use Fimbulventer to just take this guy out in one hit. I would like Taichan to get more kills in, but we don't. Unfortunately, we don't really have the time. Time is not a luxury here. Yeah, time is not a luxury. Those ice dragons and those terrors are coming. Taichan can take a few hits from those terrors and kill them with his bow, but really you need to be rushing here. Getting that treasure chest does cost quite a few turns for Archon, and he's our main damage dealer here. Use another pole just to be safe. He could probably take one more hit, but I have plenty of them. Oh no, he got in the way there. I don't like him getting in the way there, because Archon needs to get into that. He needs to get up by the fire dragon to finish this level quickly. That is not nice. I do not like him getting in the way there. Maybe, hopefully Taichon can kill him with the hunting bow. He's safe from these guys for the moment. Oh, no, he's not safe there. No! Oh, damn. Oh, and I'm just 1 point shy with him as well. Okay, I might not be able to get the treasure chest due to that mess up there. Yeah, this is not looking good. Yeah, I messed up there. It is possible to get both treasure chests, but I don't think I'm gonna have time now. I'll take out this one guy with him here now. I'll take a Pulcheus Archon, he doesn't need that anymore. Oh, I hope I don't fail. I have to start again. But he'll take them out in one hit with those, but he won't be able to take too many hits, so be careful. Yeah, I'm 1 turn shorter than I need to be now because that guy plugged that hole. Which, it's not good, it's not good. I won't get the treasure chest. I can't remember what's in that treasure chest, maybe a Draco shield? Or no, it's a body ring. Yes, it's a body ring because Taichon's pretty fast, but the bows are pretty heavy. The bow is 10. Sword's only 2 weight, bow is 10. And he has 7 con. So he's being reduced in speed by 3. And later he also gets a longbow, which is very heavy. But very good. Very accurate. And of course 2-3 range. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to try a rescue strat here. Taichon's just not. His moves just isn't good enough. I'm gonna get a level up at Archon, that's nice. Can I get a hit in here? Nah, it's not worth the XP. Too risky. So hopefully I can drop him next turn somewhere safely. Okay, I could maybe finish it now. Yeah, I have just enough. As long as I get that 84% hit. These guys have 6 move and I have 1-2 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So they can attack down to there. So if I drop. Okay, so yeah, if I had another turn here, I reckon I could have got that chest to get that body ring, but I'll have to do without, I think. How far away can they go now? They can get to there. The chest is just out of my range. Yeah, because that guy plugged up the hole. If I could get the chest on this turn, I could kill him next turn. But I don't have 3 turns anymore. So what I'll do is I'll get a bit more EXP for Taichon and then just finish the level. So like I said, this isn't too difficult a chapter, but if you're trying to get both the chests, you'll have to try it a few times, I think, to get the exact pacing down. And even there, because that guy moved in a way I didn't want him to, I wasn't able to finish. Okay, those numbers aren't right. Oh no, 96. I was looking at his might and thinking he has only 45 hit. No, 96 hit. So yeah. How does it feel to slaughter your brethren, Tavian? Those slaves were humans, just like you. You're right. Savage though they may be, they were human, just like me. Though I have nothing but respect for the dragons, I will find this much easier. So yeah, maybe I don't know if I could reduce the skill, give a 100% hit there. It's a bit bullshit to have a 96% hit on the boss. But I think most people would. I think it's going to hit most times, you know? Well, of course it's going to hit most times. It's 96%. His magic's so powerful. Duma was correct. These humans must be destroyed. And he gets a level up. He was very close at 99. skill, speed, defense. Well, the defense is nice, and he is really lacking in speed. He's never going to be fast, though. Come on, Taichan, we need to get out of here. I'm worried about what is going on in Thabes. Thabes? Why are you worried about Thabes? Because there was only one fire dragon here. Where are the others? And what are the ice... Speaking's difficult. And where are the ice dragons going? They're amassing. All Thabians must die, that's what the slave said. I don't know what caused it, but it looks like the dragons have declared war. Meanwhile, observe, Lord Duma. The humans have been felled with an axe. The human has been felled with an axe, but with my magic he walks again. Using this method, we could spare the lives of our slaves in favor of using the Thabians dead against them. This is excellent work, Somarta. However, we cannot gain sufficient numbers until after battle starts. I wish for the opening attack to be swift and merciless. Fear not, Lord Duma. The people of Thabes bury their dead. I need only access graveyards to access the dead. They will be little more than skin and bone, but they will suffice. My terrors could even take the shape of other creatures. I have been focusing on a flying variant mostly thus far. I see. Even so, we should attack the surrounding areas before the assault begins to increase our numbers. Before the assault begins, I should have a comma there to increase our numbers. If you see any grammar or spelling mistakes, do tell me, because I'm sure there's loads in the game now. Typos are very easy to occur. The city of Thabes will be destroyed, and all who see themselves as Thabians shall perish. So you might also see these sprites here. You'd be like, whoa, what's up with those sprites? Is that a mistake or something? That's not a mistake. Taichan's sword animation, that's something I need to fix. But this is to give the sense that these are dragons that are talking. They don't have human forms like the Maniquettes in most Fire Emblem games. This is before dragons became Maniquettes. So there's not really a human form. So to represent them, I use discolored sprites or sprites with off palettes to show that these aren't really humans that are talking. Okay, that's the end of it. And then we go to Chapter 1, Prologue 2. But I'll see you next time in the next video for that one.